Hi, welcome to Lunar Logic Tarot. I'm Juju, and this is going to be a love and life reading for Pisces. You can have Pisces in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus placements. Pisces, please keep in mind these readings are general, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your story, do not try to make it fit. Everything is subject to free will and the will of the divine. No one is free from law of cause and effect. Roles can be reversed, and what that means is it could be, something that you're going through or something that you've done or going on around you. This could be, something your person has done or something that is going on around them. This could be, a family member, friend, coworker, boss, a neighbor. This could be in your immediate environment, your town, your city, your overall community, or your neighborhood. It could also have something to do with the weather. They're bringing that back up again. So there's that. Maybe the weather's affecting you, possibly. Also, pay attention to the astrological movements right now. There's a lot going on with that. I think we have Pluto in Aquarius right now. And then I think at some point in March, it's going to retrograde and head back into Capricorn. Then once it goes back into Capricorn, it's going to make its way back into Aquarius. And then it's going to stay there for like 20 years. And during that time, we also have, but don't quote me on that. But then Pisces in starting in March through, so March 7th this year till May 24th, 2025, we will have Saturn in your sign. That is a Saturn return for you. Well, I guess it would depend where your Saturn placement is, but you're going to feel it, okay? So keep that in mind. So the readings may be a little intense, and I feel, for some reason, I feel that we're going to start feeling between the Pluto going to go retrograde. It's in Aquarius, but it's going to retrograde and go back into Capricorn, then back into Aquarius, and with Saturn in your sign, it might be a little intense, okay? Just letting you know. So I'm here for you. It's going to be okay. All right. So, all right. If you need or want to get a personal reading with me that is tailored specifically to your energy and or your situation, my email is in the description box below. I'm still running the 50% off on all of my readings until the end of the month. Also, too, if there's going to be an extended, that will be in the description box below, as well as the comment section below. Any extendeds that I've done for the month of January are also on sale. Also, Pisces, I'm sorry I wasn't able to do the Freebie Friday this month of January. I've been very, very busy. So please, I apologize. Please forgive me for that. I will have it scheduled. Hopefully, I'll have it scheduled and posted about it by the end of this week for next month. But I also have some other things planned for you guys for starting next month. Well, for next month, the month of love. So hopefully, you guys will like it. But I'm not ready to announce that yet, okay? All right. I think, please stick around towards the end of the reading. I will also do Pisces versus you versus them, Pisces versus all 12 zodiac signs, okay? All right. So I'm going to do a cross. It's not like a Celtic cross. It's more, for me, it's more immediate. So it'll look at the current situation, the root cause of the situation, the influence of the situation, the immediate recent past. So that could be, 3 months or less. And then it'll look at the immediate near future, which is 3 months or less, okay? All right, Spirit. Let me get some shuffles real quick. Let's see what's going on for you, Pisces. Spirit, can you please show me Pisces, please? For January 2023 and beyond, or whatever's going on for Pisces. Show me what's going on for Pisces. This could be any area of your life, love, life, money, career, other partnerships, spirituality, all those things. What's going on for Pisces, please? Am I taking jumpers? No. Okay. Let's see. Tell me when to stop shuffling. Okay. All right. Let me cut the deck. We're take top or bottom, Spirit. Top. All right. So the current status of the situation is, okay, 4 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Does not have to be. But there's something that you are not celebrating, or there's no coming together, or there's some form of loss of stability here. What's the root cause of this? Could be with work. 3 of Pentacles here. Collaboration, support, working together on a team. It's not a stable team is what I just heard. Construction, maybe you work in construction. This also can talk about community support, but it's not stable. Okay, influence. The Temperance card, needing to heal, balancing something out. Things coming into balance. This is also Archangel Gabriel, who's coming in to balance something. Okay, most recent past 3 months or less. We have the Three of Cups. That talks about friendship, coming together, celebrating, right? Okay. Near future. The Page of Cups. Pisces, that is you. So that's immediate near future, 3 months or less. Okay, so you may not feel stable right now. And even though you have the Three of Pentacles here at the root of this, the root cause of the instability is your work. You may feel like you're not being celebrated at work as much as you used to be, is what I'm hearing. You have 2 threes here. They're both in the upright. This can talk about collaborations with friendships. In the recent past, there was friendship. There was coming together. There was celebration here, but something here fell apart. But it also ties to your work as well. So maybe you work with friends, or maybe you go out with drinks with the girls or the guys or whatever after work. Something just isn't clicking. The Angel of Temperance here is trying, or, there is something about, collaborative projects with friends. But you go from Three of Cups, right, in the most recent past. Then you go to the Page of Cups here in the immediate near future, 3 months or less. Which is you by yourself. Working alone, being alone. This also can talk about offering an apology, but also friendship. So here in the past, most recent past, you had friendship. But in the future, you don't. Okay? And it has something to do with stability. Has something to do with being a team player. But also has, I don't know why I'm getting self-sabotage, sabotaging friendships, sabotaging connections. Now, this could be you, this could be somebody else, but there's something that you need to balance something out. I also feel like the sense of lack of celebration here from a community or friendships is because there's something that needs to be offered. Either you need to receive an offering or an apology, or you need to give one in the near future, or you want to give one. Why is the Four of Wands in the reverse here for Pisces? Yep. Ace of Pentacles reverse. This is a loss of offers. This is a loss of... Now, if this is romantic, there is a rejection of an engagement or marriage. That's rejection. That can also talk about the rejection of an offer or rejection of an invitation to a celebration. Currently, you also may not feel like your offers or accolades are not balanced or stable right now. Why? Four of Swords. Now you have 2 4s and 2 3s. Because something was impulsive that could affect your opportunities. This is rejecting of opportunities or opportunities being retracted because of something impulsive. What is this impulsivity? It has something to do with somebody from the past. Okay. Still making an offer. Something needs to be done about the past here. Okay. What is this offer about? It's regarding family. You might want to reconcile with a sibling. Or making an offer. See, but what's the difference between, in order to get to the 10, where you're at the 6, in order to get to the 10, you got to add 4 cups, right? And what is the 4 of Cups? There's if it's in the upright, there's something that you need to understand, or there's something that you need, that you're reluctant to see. There's something that you don't want to see. Okay? The difference between 6 and 10 adding up is 4. That's impulsivity. And 4 of Wands in the reverse is instability. The instability is stemming from, and which is causing the lack of opportunities, rejection of offers, loss of money, possibly if it's relationship, rejection of marriage, or loss of a marriage, or rejection of an engagement. Because it all is on this, the impulsivity. Something was done harshly or impulsively. Okay. Also, with the swords being in the reverse, there was also dishonesty here. And then in order to make it to here, to have family, from the 6 of Cups to the 10, there's a realization, which is the 4 of Cups. But if it's in the upright, you're stubbornly reluctant to see something. You're being stubborn. You might want to, I don't know, if you have siblings or whatever, you might want to check on them, or you're stubbornly not... I'm sorry, Pisces, but it feels like, now this doesn't have to be you. This could be somebody else, okay? But you're stubbornly not, you're refusing to see your portion in something. You're placing blame where it doesn't belong. So if you're blaming somebody else for something, Pisces, and it wasn't their fault, but it was yours, you're blaming them, but really it was your fault, and you need to take accountability for that. Or somebody else needs to do that. But there's a stubbornness within you where you don't want to see that. You don't want to take account. There's some lack of accountability here on your part or someone else's. Tell me more. The Lovers in reverse. It has broken a soul contract. Now, this could be romantic, but with all the friendship and family here, it could be friends and family. But whatever it was broken. Severing of a soul contract. Soulmate contract. It was broken. But you're waiting. Why are you waiting? Why is Pisces waiting? You're waiting for someone to change. You're waiting for someone. It could be a Scorpio. It does not have to be. You're waiting for this person to come back, and they're not. Let's be real here. If you're waiting on a Scorpio to come back, Pisces, but you haven't changed your perspective, then you're waiting selfishly and in vain. They won't. Because now if a Scorpio is waiting for you to come back, the same thing applies. But it doesn't even have to be those signs. Because we got Sagittarius here, we got you here, we got, Scorpio here, we got, Gemini here as well. Something in the past was supposed to have been fun and great, and friendship and family. Collaboration, stability, healing, and opportunity. You still have the opportunity in the future. But you're alone in the future. Because of this at the center. This is the core. It feels like if you want somebody to come back but you haven't changed, then you want them to come back for selfish reasons. If you've lied about someone or to someone and you want them to come back without you taking accountability or responsibility and appropriately apologizing, then you're doing it for selfish reasons. That's not a good reason. That person definitely should not come back, and they know you have not changed. Or it's somebody else. It doesn't have to be you, okay? Show me the 3 of Cups in the recent past. 5 of Cups in reverse. This was healing. This was supposed to be fun. This was supposed to be somebody in the recent past, somebody does not regret something. What is this? Someone, okay, so here's the deal. If this is what happened, look, you got one person here by themselves, alone. They're not communicating with you in the most recent past 3 months or less. Meanwhile, you're over here with everybody else. But before, it was celebration, right? But somehow, someone who's not communicating with you in the recent past, with the Eight of Wands reversed, this is not coming towards you. This is not communicating with you. They are not sorry about blocking off communication with you. Or you're not sorry for blocking off communication with them. Okay? You still have other people in the most recent past, the Three of Cups, right? But somehow, there's something here that happens that causes you to be here alone. Or somebody else. Why is the Eight of Wands reversed? Yeah, there was an argument or a fight. Somebody here acted impulsively, or you did. Something was said or done that shouldn't have been said or done. Yeah, and because of that, somebody saw the situation, you or a group of you with the Three of Cups, as being very toxic and needing to drop this scenario, drop this connection, drop all attachment, ties, boom, done. To cut it. Because in order to, whomever this is right here, I feel like is separate, even though I did clarify, is separate from these people here. Now, you could have done this, and it's like, this is like the Mean Girls group, although it's celebrating, right? Or the Mean Dudes group, whatever, okay? But whatever these three did, it hurt this person here, and they had to cut it off. But there is regret here in the core issue here. There is some form of regret. Because, whether that's you or them, because it caused a massive tower. Or a tower will be coming because of it. Scorpio, Aries energy. Tell me, so this person back here, I feel like is the person that experienced the tower in the past. I mean, there's only one tower in the tarot deck, but this person back here experienced the tower. But now the tower comes back to the current situation, to this person here in the center. At the core, there's a person here, could be you, could be somebody else, that is at the root core of this. Now, what I'm about to say, you may disagree with, but that's okay. You may get a little irritated with me, and that's okay too. I'm not here to invalidate your feelings. But here's the thing. Every person, every single person, every person's feelings are true and valid because they are their feelings, right? Everybody has a right to be heard and to be understood. And I feel like most people deserve respect. And this person back here sees these people, these Three of Cups that are right here, celebrating whatever this was as very toxic and kind of dangerous, actually. Not to say that this person would necessarily be afraid of these people, but that's why the cutoff was so strong. Okay, in the recent past. Is because they're seeing this situation as a recipe for disaster. And these people celebrated it. These three people, or it could have been more than three people, they celebrated this. These people here in the recent past celebrated this for this person who was off by themselves, who broke contact, who went no contact, who's not communicating with any of those people. Broke it. Just had no choice. That was the only option. And it was celebrated. And because of that, it's now leading to this right here in the core issue, which is talking about instability, rejecting of opportunities, retraction of opportunities, not getting what you want, not getting the accolades or the attention or the positive feedback that you want. Because that's, to me, that's all, it's not. And it could, because you are reluctant to change, you're just waiting for somebody else to do it. It's going to bring in a tower for you because of impulsivity. Recklessness, carelessness or somebody else, okay? Is it Pisces we're talking? I hate constantly saying back and forth. Is it Pisces that we're talking about? Is it Pisces? Is it Pisces? Because somehow it brings you back to this. You're alone. Yeah, you got something in your cup, sure. Also, maybe there could be a pregnancy in your future. You know, but... Okay, I need less cards. That is too many cards for me. Is it Pisces? Yeah, it's you. So, the other ones were like a mixed bag, and I need a straight answer because I just can't keep going back and forth. All right, so Pisces, this is about you. It's not about somebody else. So, here's the deal. Whatever was done to this situation, this person back here, it was celebrated. It was celebrated. Let's be for real. It was celebrated here. That celebration, that's friendship as well. Okay? And because of that, it's bringing in all of this Tower, because there's reluctant to change. There's waiting for somebody else to make a change. You're waiting for somebody else to make an apology. You're waiting for somebody else to do something about something. Right? But here's the thing, Pisces. You are the common denominator in all of your relationships. Whether they succeed or fail, you are the common denominator. It is not always someone else's fault, Pisces. Sometimes it's yours. Y'all may not want to hear that shit. And that goes for every single person. Every person. For every relationship that every person has, me included, every person on the planet, okay? Every relationship they have, they are the common denominator in all of their relationships. And can contribute to the success and or the failure of those said relations. This is a breaking of a soul tie, or not a soul tie, but a soul connection, like a soulmate. And I believe that everybody's our soulmate in one form or another. We're meant to teach and learn from each other. That's what I believe. And this was a soulmate connection that was broken. And they said that it was on you that did it. Could very well be dealing with the Gemini, but doesn't have to be. And they said, yes, Pisces did this. And it brings you along in the very immediate future. You're no longer celebrating. No one is no longer celebrating you anymore. And they're backing away from you because of what was happened back here to this person that was off to the side. This person who broke contact with you, they no longer want to speak with you. They no longer have anything to do with you, whatever the case may be, right? Now other people are like seeing that, or seeing something about that situation over here, which contributes to them also backing away. Because again, recent past, like immediate recent past, immediate near future, you end up alone. And it's not because it's everybody else's fault. Sometimes it's us. Sometimes we do it. Tell me more about the Three of Cups, please. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This could actually have cost someone money, or this could have cost, whatever this was here, it cost someone money or stability. They felt like this person could have felt like you were being spiteful or hateful or rude and disrespectful and very dishonest as well. Cutting. This is someone who's vindictive. Very scorn and very vindictive. This person sees you as that. And that you wanted to do anything to get your way. So that happened back here. It was celebrated, right? Now you're losing stability. Now, hopefully this hasn't happened yet. Maybe you can bring in healing with the Temperance. Stability, lack of opportunities, not getting the accolades, not a lot of people saying nice things or positive things. Right? But there is still a reluctance, a stubbornness in you to see your portion, what you did back there. What you did back there is now affecting you here. They are related. They are related. They're very much connected. Okay? All right, let's see. Show me the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. This is somebody who is, yes, they have their wish fulfillment. Yes, they can be emotionally mature a little bit. But this is also somebody who can also be very quite smug. Just like the Nine of Pentacles. It's somebody, yes, pre-Empress. Okay, sure, whatever, right? But it's also somebody who thinks they're better than somebody else. This is somebody here who says, I have all 9 of my cups, but I'm also going to take yours too. So you go from having all this collaboration, all this teamwork, all working together, right? All this wish fulfillment, but in a smug way. This is pride goes before the fall. This is exactly what this is. This is where pride and stubbornness can cost you. Pride and stubbornness can cost you. It can. It absolutely can. I know from personal experience. It can cost you a great deal. Now, it may not have... the reason why this was cut off back here, this person cut you and others off back here, wasn't out of their pride, but out of self-preservation. They had no other option. They saw the situation as toxic. And they said, no, I got to back away from that. That's a negative. Right? So you go from having 9 cups, 3, then you celebrating all this other stuff, laughing, having a good time, to having wish fulfillment, all these friends, all this collaboration, right? But somehow you still end up here by yourself with only 1 cup. And it hinges on an apology. It hinges on apology. But right now you are currently waiting for the other person to do it out of your own arrogance. And this, I could be talking to a Pisces man, actually. You are literally waiting for the other person that you hurt in the past. Because this could also be, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius back here. Okay? That you cost them something. You cost them something in the past, which you celebrated. And originally, it was supposed to have been a celebration. It could be a friend. It could be friendship. Could also just be celebration. But you cost this person something. Whomever this person was to you. Right? You celebrated that loss. You cheered that loss. Along with others. And so the angel of balance is saying, okay, well, there can be healing here, but you don't want to see the lesson. You're stubbornly holding on to this arrogant pride. This is stubbornly digging your heels in and being kind of smirky or snarky about it that you don't want to see. But because it costs someone back here, cost them, it's now going to cost you. And there's going to be a revelation. There's going to be a tower. There's a tower coming. Because you don't want to see the lesson. You don't want to take accountability or responsibility. I feel like I'm really talking to a Pisces man, but I could very well be talking to a Pisces woman. And remember, Pisces, before you come at me in the comment section and make me block you, because I will block you, I have really learned how to utilize a block, and I do not feel bad about it. I don't. Not anymore. I don't feel no guilt. I don't feel sad. I feel nothing about it. I just block immediately. Immediately now. I don't even give people second chances. It's just done. I no longer, for me personally, give people benefit of the doubt. So, but this is about you. This whole reading is about you. And it's going to bring you alone. And less wish fulfillment. And now you don't have Pentacle as of right now. In the near future. So there's an apology that needs to take place. Tell me more about the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, there was a fight. There was also, this for me is Five of Swords, is wanting to win at all costs. Willing to ruin another person or another situation. Because you want to win out of arrogance. And this also talks about mental and emotional manipulation. Around a group of people, around a team, work, or building something. That is what you wish for. Well, that's what you got. That's what you did. That was a choice you decided to make, correct? Well, now it's going to cost you. It's costing you. And it will hinge on how this all plays out. On one, can you learn? Are you teachable? Are you teachable? I don't have the justice or the judgment or the wheel of fortune yet. You only got the Archangel Gabriel. Okay? The Temperance, the angel of healing, the angel of balance. This is kind of like a little warning from the divine saying, hey, this is the influence. Archangel Gabriel, the divine, is saying, this needs to be balanced out. This is your warning here to balance it. You have an opportunity to balance it. But as it looks right now, you don't want to see that. So, okay, we're warned. You don't want to make a change. You want to make somebody else come towards you, or you want to blame these other people and never take accountability because it's always someone else's fault. You never do anything wrong. Well, okay, you don't want to make a change. Well, here's a tower. Here's a tower then. And that's from the divine. This is not a person doing this. This is the divine. The angel of temperance is a messenger of God to bring in healing. If you don't, there's a tower that is also brought by the divine, because the tower brings in a revelation. You're meant to learn from it, okay? And you're meant to have a realization of your mind so you can actually make a change. Because this tower is meant to turn the death card in the upright to make a change, a transformation. You don't want to make a change. You don't feel like it's your fault. You don't want to take accountability, responsibility. You don't want to see what happened back here. You're not even acknowledging it. Well, that's okay. That's a choice. And everyone has choice, and you have free will. Now, granted, we all have free will, but destiny and the divine, or whatever you want to call it, will only let us get but so far off a certain path before they kind of rein us back in. So yes, we have free will, but we can't, especially when it comes to our destiny, but we can't get but so far off the path before we get, stuff like this. And if you're really stubborn, I personally have experienced this. If you're really stubborn, then you will get multiples of these, and they will happen quicker and faster and more, like they'll come closer and closer together until finally you are laid out. You can't do anything. And so you sit there and deal with whatever this is within you that gets triggered or is not healed, that allows you to act like this, that does this to other people. Now, I'm a firm believer that people can change. I am. I absolutely am. However, I also believe that there are some people who cannot change. Here's your opportunity to say you can change. But if you're one of those people that you cannot change, and that could be a possibility, but not necessarily, I don't know you, be prepared for this, because they're going to happen a lot. Okay? And that's not from a person. That's not from the person. That's nobody else but you calling in that kind of stuff towards yourself from the divine, whether you believe in it or not. No matter what prayers you say, no matter what rituals you do, no matter who you believe in, universal laws are universal laws. And this one is saying, hey, I need you to bring balance here. We don't have justice yet, and we don't have judgment. We don't have the wheel of fortune yet. We don't have that yet. So this is like the heads up. Archangel Gabriel saying, hey, I need you to bring balance to this. You're refusing to do so. Okay, here's the tower then. Okay? You're fighting a transformation. That's what you're doing. Okay, show me the Archangel Gabriel. Yeah. This Nine of Swords, you have guilt. This is someone who's guilty. Nine of Swords is not able to sleep, anxiety, stress, worry. You have guilt. Archangel Gabriel is saying, hey, the angel of temperance, the angel of healing, angel of balance is saying, hey, yeah, you do have guilt. You do have guilt here. You need to make it right. You need to make it right. You need to do the right thing. Bring balance to the situation. Bring balance to the situation. But for whatever reason, even though you are like this, you know you have guilt. It's probably, the way I'm looking at it, it's probably tugging at the heartstrings pretty hard. it's probably got your soul kind of stirred up a little bit. It's probably like, you know, it's probably fucking with you, honestly. I'm not trying to cuss, but it's probably messing with you. Okay? And it's not that you're a victim. You're not, because what you did back here was actually victimizing. You see what I'm saying? And then you celebrated it. That was seen. That was seen. I'm also getting here, this is somebody who likes to almost like abuse their power or position. Tell me more about the Angel of Temperance. Yeah. Queen of Cups reverse. This is you. This is the manipulation. You have guilt over emotionally manipulating a situation, a group of people, a whole dynamic. That could be weighing. You could be getting conviction on your soul, conviction over your spirit. If you don't know what that is, that's a biblical term, but you can look it up. But you might be feeling some kind of way about it right now, especially I'm hearing at nighttime, because you know what you did was wrong. But yet, in the core of it, you're still choosing to not do the right thing and be honest. Do the right thing. If you do the right thing and then apologize, maybe you won't experience this as bad. But you're still reluctant to do so. Okay. But this is you. This is someone who's a Cancer, Pisces, okay, or Pisces, Cancer, whatever, exceptionally emotionally upset, but also emotionally manipulative. Big time. And there is guilt here. There is blame. There is guilt here. You have guilt to carry. You have blame. This was you. This is what you did. And what I'm hearing is that this is a pattern. This is a pattern. And you repeat this pattern because you haven't dealt with your shit, basically. Pisces, you haven't dealt with it. And until you deal with it, you will be alone. You will be alone. Because no one's going to want to do anything with you. No one's going to want to collaborate with you, socialize with you, have a romantic relationship with you in any form or fashion. Because this is what you do to people. You treat people like they don't mean anything to you. As if you're so high and mighty. Well, it looks like you might be getting a shock and getting taken down a notch by the universe. Not by a person, but by the divine, by the universal laws. Whether you believe in it or not, you cannot escape those. Those govern everyone. And if you're watching tarot, then you believe in some type of spirituality. It's here. Why? Now, in the near future, immediate future, you may want to offer an apology to someone. But if not, then you are expecting one from somebody that you actually victimized. You weren't the victim in this, Pisces. This person was back here. It wasn't you, it was them. And you want them to apologize to you for what you did to them and your emotional manipulation and to try to absolve you of your guilt? That ain't never gonna fucking happen, Pisces. But maybe this is you where you want to give an apology. But here's the thing. Depending on how bad it was back here, because there's one person here. There's one person here. There's one person here, right? Here we have one person who looks like I'm sitting on my laurels so smirk and so smug. I'm going to watch everybody else fight around my work and I'm going to stir up some kind of shit, right? Right? Basically, the apology needs to be as big as the disrespect was back here. Because this right here was someone who was very spiteful, very vindictive, and it cost someone. And they do not speak to you any longer. Show me the Page of Cups. I told you justice is here. You're going from the Tower to justice now. In the immediate future. Hermit reverse. Because you don't want to learn your lesson. Also, too, if you did something really egregious back here and you want to come in and apologize with a little page, that's weak. That's weak. It needs to be, the apology needs to be as big as the disrespect was to this person that lost, that it cost them. It needs to be as big as the disrespect was. It needs to be thorough and honest, or it doesn't count. Because you're going from the Queen of Cups reverse to the Page. The Page. That's a big, remember, that's a big jump. Because justice is here. Because whether you're dealing with a Virgo or not, it does not matter. I don't care. We already know that this is about you. This is about you. Remember the card? This is about you. So you can't really pass the buck off this time, Pisces. So don't try. You're not learning your lesson, and you will repeat it, and you will continue to repeat it to anybody and everybody that gets any amount of close to you. Tell me more. You will lose stability. You will lose things that you hold dear. Okay? You got to do something about this, or not. You will lose your wishes. The Star. What else? And then here you are. Then you'll be put in spiritual jail, in spiritual timeout, until you get it. This is where you get laid out. Like I was telling you. Remember, I've experienced this. Unfortunately, I've experienced this, and it's not my proudest days or my proudest years, because this lasted a while. Okay, this is not something that is a day, a month. This is not even 1 year. This is a considerable amount of time, because you're not listening to the towers. Because you're not listening. You're not listening to Archangel Gabriel. Hey, I'm here to talk to you. Bring balance. Bring balance. That's probably tugging on your heart, right? Your heart may be heavy right now, like with emotion. Hey, in guilt, right? But you don't want to show it, right? You're not showing it. They're saying that is saying, hey, make it right, make a balance. Okay, didn't want to do that. Here's the tower. Here we go. Right? Here we go. From the universe, not a person, from the universe, from the divine, will orchestrate that to happen. Okay, they will send it in. Now, okay. Still didn't want to get it. Okay, I'm sorry. See, you can maybe manipulate and trick other people into believing this is a weak, lame apology, but who you cannot trick, because the universe, the divine, whether you believe it or not, they know your heart. You can't trick them. They know the intentions and the heart and what you actually feel. This is not a true apology for what was done back here. It's not the same. It's not equal. So then it has to be made equal. And as it stands right now, remember, you always have an opportunity to make it before you get to this point, right? But if you don't, then justice comes in and says, okay, well, you had an opportunity. We brought in Archangel. We brought in our guy, Gabriel. You didn't want to listen to him. Okay. We brought in the tower. You didn't want to listen to that. We brought in multiple towers. Still didn't want to listen. Okay. All right. You still want to give. Okay. Now you want to listen. All right. But you given this, but it's not with the right intentions. It's not fair. It's not balanced. It's not balanced. It will be made balanced, whether you like it or not. The universe is now saying, okay, now I'm going to send in justice. I'm going to send in karma. See what I'm saying? Because you're still refusing. This is somebody who has not done the inner work, has not done the introspection, who doesn't want to see the light, who doesn't want to follow divine guidance, who believes that they are above karmic law, who believes they are above universal law, who believes they are... This is somebody who might even have a God complex, to be honest with you. I'm not saying you do, but you might. Okay, still didn't want to hear that. Okay, still didn't want to go within and learn the lesson, even after justice comes in and say, hey, I'm going... Now you don't have an opportunity. I'm balancing. This feels like this is going to be like the Saturn in Pisces. Like, this is a big deal. Whatever this is, it's huge. Okay, you didn't want to do that? Okay, fine. Okay, what you're holding on to so tightly, white knuckling it, You're going to end up losing that. Whatever that is for you. That could be a relationship. That could be finances. That could be a job. That could be a position. And it could have a lot to do with being in the public eye or being a star. The idea of it being a star, right? Because, oh, still didn't want to do none of that. Still didn't want to do none of that. Okay, fine. Now you're in spiritual jail. You're in timeout. Big time. Spiritual jail. And this, I'm telling you, is not a fun. It is not fun. It is not fun. It is. And I got mine, not because of arrogance, but because of stubbornness. And because I was afraid of healing. Okay? I was scared. I was a little scared of doing shadow work, to be honest. I've done it before, but this one was a little deeper. This one was a lot deeper, actually. It was a little different, right? But I decided to neglect it. When I tell you those towers come in, I'm not joking. I'm so serious. It's like you feel that you're going to go through a very deep, long period of like a burnout, being overwhelmed. And it will also, you may even feel like you're going to die, but you're not going to die. You're going to be made to spiritually awake. Or they're going to try. They're going to try to make you. You can do it on your own, or they're going to make you. So it's like, you got to take your medicine. I'm not saying you take medicine or you should take medicine. What I mean is like the divine is bringing you these things that they think that you need to get the point to change. And it's not, and at that point, when it comes over here, it's really not even about that person anymore. It's about you and how you feel about yourself and how you treat other people, Pisces. Okay? It's about you. It's really not, yes, this is important. It is important, yes, and it should be made right, absolutely. But the deeper lesson is that you, Pisces, are the common denominator in every one of your relationships, whether they succeed or fail. And that goes for everybody else too. And you're going to be made to see this. This is someone who is being punished. Now, I'm not a lawyer. So this is not legal advice. But the star here with the punishment card, with the justice card, this could be legal issues. This could be this could be serious legal issues, possibly. But this is being brought to you by the divine. I really feel like I'm talking to a Pisces male, but I could be talking to a Pisces woman. So whatever this is here, it needs to be made right. And then you need to learn. You need to learn and not do that again to anyone. Yeah. This also, romantically, King of Cups in reverse is coming out. You could be a Pisces man, and this is your wife up here that you're tormenting. And you even torment them back here. I could be talking to a Pisces man who has an ex-wife and about to have another ex-wife number 2, because of their arrogance and emotional manipulation. See, here we go. Another 9 of Pentacles. This is somebody, yeah, I'm good on my own. I'm pre-Empress, whatever. But you never get the Ace of Pentacles. You're never going to get the Ace of Pentacles with this type of attitude. You're not. You're not going to get the relationship that you want. You're not going to get the friendships that you want and crave for. You're not going to get people to notice you. It's just not going to happen for you. It just won't happen. You won't get the relationships, the friendships, the family, the home environment. You will be alone. Yeah, you may have your 9. This is somebody who really believes that they are superior than other people. 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. I'm talking to somebody, either a Pisces man or a Pisces woman, who truly believes that they have that they are above God. This is somebody who's got like a God complex, who believes that the law does not apply to them, whether it's the law of the land by man or the law that is written by the divine or universal law. This is somebody who believes that they are above reproach. And I don't want to read for it anymore, because it's really arrogant. It really is. I'm sorry, Pisces, but it is. It is. This is someone who's guilty. Guilty. But will not ever admit to it. And because of that, that will cost you. And don't forget, before you try to come for me, it did say this was you. Can't can't play victim. Here's the Sword of Truth. The truth, this is my aces or my bingos. This is a bingo card. The truth has been spoken. What I've said here is true. For somebody, for a Pisces man or a Pisces woman out there in the world, this is true. This is true. And there will be clarity. There will be truth spoken. The truth will be known, point blank, period. Whether you like it or not, or whether they like it or not. But I feel like, it's you. It's you. Somebody, it could have been juggling, or you don't know. You were left out for a reason. You were left out or cut out, because this can talk about cutting something off or severing ties. This can talk about a conflict, right? But this also talks about the truth about a conflict or the truth about something coming to light. But this is not just the light. It is not your truth or their truth. This is the truth in full view for everyone to see in full clarity, like high def. Yep, Seven of Swords reversed. Told you. Hierophant reverse, because you didn't listen. You're not wanting to listen to the divine. You're not wanting to listen. You're not taking proper high. You're not. Nope. Lovers reverse again. Not happening. You don't. Whatever this was here, somebody, maybe this was a marriage. Okay, with the Hierophant and the Lovers, somebody here maybe was married and they had an affair. Now they've lost their marriage and the affair partner, and they got caught, and the truth is being exposed. Meanwhile, you cannot move forward at the same time. There is no escaping this, Pisces, man or woman. There is no escaping, running away from this, passing the buck off, pointing the finger. No, there isn't. You can try, but you will not be allowed to move forward. You won't. No matter how much you invest, you're going to... This also can talk about reaping what one's sown. Whatever you have reaped, whatever you have sown for somebody else, you will have to reap one day. And this is where we're at. There's the Empress reverse. This is someone who is... This is a woman who has power, who misuses her power and costs other people and then doesn't take accountability. That's not good energy for an Empress. That's disgusting. This is someone who's also not a good mother or a good wife. This is someone who is greedy, who is drunk for power hungry, clout hungry if you want to call it like that. If this is you will not be allowed to move forward. You will not ever be the actual Empress. You're not the Empress here, and you will reap what you've sown. Drama, not wanting to fight, trying to manifest something. What are you trying to manifest? More heartbreak? Really? So I'm talking to a Pisces that's not capable of changing. That's what it is. Foolishness. I'm talking to an arrogant Pisces. I'm reading for an arrogant Pisces. But you still watch. You still watch this person, this situation, and gossip. Arrogance. King of Wands reverse. Arrogance. Insincerity. Not being sincere. Knight of Cups reverse. Pisces energy. Wanting to try to move away from it fast as you can. Taking action. Wanting to have your stability here. So you go from Empress or pre-Empress to just Queen of Pentacles. But that's going to become a burden. Or other people are going to see dealing with you is a burden. Pisces. Oop, there it is. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Here comes the big dog. The big guns. Here it is. This is where you get laid out. Like laid out. Like you already had the Hangman. And then here is another thing that comes around. Now you lose your favor from the divine. Because you still didn't want to learn. You still didn't want to learn. After all of that, you still didn't want to learn. Okay. So now you don't get their favor. Your luck has been changed. You no longer get the luck. Wow. Yep, and you're blocked. Your luck is blocked. Your manifestations are blocked. Your abundance is blocked. King of Pentacles reverse. Because of corruption and greed and jealousy and wanting to be in control and wanting to just wanting to win. You also lose your psychic abilities, and you are the most psychic. So Scorpio is one of the most psychic, but Pisces, you are supposedly supposed to be one of the most psychic signs of the zodiac. But if you're doing all of this mess, you're also going to lose your ability to be psychic. And then finally, after all you've lost, then you decide you want to learn. Because remember, it's no longer about those other people. People from the past, people that person back there. It doesn't, now you're by yourself. You have no one around you. You're only with you. Now you finally want to see. Once you finally lost actual power. Because it was never about whatever. It wasn't ever about anything. The whole issue here in this Pisces reading, for the Pisces I'm reading for, it's about power. It's always been about power and control. But you're still defensive. Still defensive. But you'll try to rebuild anyways. Eight of Pentacles. But you will also be rejected. Every time you try to build with somebody or collaborate or whatever it is you do, or try to get a new job or whatever it is, or work on something, a project or something like that, or make more money or whatever it is, you'll be rejected. That's rejection. Try to have new love. What about this new love? They'll cheat. They'll cheat on you. They won't be able to withstand temptation, and then they leave you. Wow. Are you done yet? Now we have the universe coming out. Are you done yet? This is what this card is saying. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Have you learned? Have you learned? Have you learned? You're confused. What's happening? I don't know when this is going to happen, but this is like, you'll try to walk away from it, try to run away from it, and you'll be stopped. You won't be able to. This is someone who needs to have love in their heart. This is somebody who needs to learn empathy and true empathy, not fake empathy, not for show empathy. This is not virtue signaling, like I'm a good person, look at me. No, this is somebody who really needs to learn real compassion, real empathy. Damn. You've been warned. This is your heads up. I just can't even wow. That was, and that is all orchestrated by the divine. Not a single person can orchestrate that kind of shit. That is the divine. That is universal law playing out in your life. That is not a person. That is like things that govern the entire cosmos of all of eternity dealing with you. You can't blame anybody else but yourself at that point. But you may try. You may try. I do not envy you. No. And whatever you do, it needs to be truthful. If you want to avoid this crap, masculine Pisces, if this is you, if you're reading, or feminine Pisces, if this is you, whatever you do, it needs to be absolutely truthful, authentic, genuine, 100%. Because if it's not, it doesn't even matter. Like, I'm so serious, because that is like boom, 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 boom. Like, that's universal energies, like power that is coming to deal with you. Whomever this reading is for. They're coming to deal with you. Okay? Like, that's not a person. Nobody can bring in that. That is, I don't even know how to explain it. I really just don't even know how to explain it. I've experienced not that bad, but I got to maybe like the hangman stage. It was pretty bad. It was really bad. It was really bad. But I did catch on. I've still, when I think about it, I get a shiver. Like, I still get tapped. You know, I'm definitely not above approach. Okay, for sure. We all have our lessons, and I still am learning mine, and no one's perfect, okay? But Pisces, if this is your reading, you think you are, and you think you're above God. You're not. You're not above God or whatever higher power you believe in. You're also not above the universal laws. You're not. You're not above them. You're not exempt from them no matter what you do. And I feel like you know that. But you don't want to admit it. Wow. All right. An hour-long reading. I'm not doing extended. I feel like... And... Oh, wow. Really? I'm going to still do the... Okay. They do not want me to give you guidance. Wow. They do not typically do that. They do not typically do that for me. Like, I mean, I've had it happen a few times, but when they, well, since I've had YouTube, it has happened before I was on YouTube, but when they tell me no guidance, they don't want you to have the guidance. At least not for me. You can go somewhere else for that, I guess, but not for me. This must be corrected. This must be corrected. Because remember, this is you. This is you. If you think you weren't seen by the divine, by the universe, you're wrong. You're very wrong. Nothing escapes the divine or the universe's sight. Nothing. All right, let's see. Show me Pisces versus all 12 zodiac signs, please. Show me Pisces versus all 12 zodiac signs, please. January 2023. All right. One more shuffle. Okay. Wow, I cannot believe they said no guidance for you. What are you doing? Like, make it right. Just do the work. Do the healing work. Even if you don't say you're sorry to this person back here, it probably would be preferable. Because if you're dealing with a Gemini or a Libra, you might want to do that. You just might want to do that. Because you don't want to, fuck over a Libra because they rule justice and karma. I'm just saying, that would be a bad idea. But if it's a Gemini, you might want to go apologize, or it could be any sign, but whomever this person is back here that maybe you were not vicious towards, you might want to go apologize, but it's still not going to save you from the lessons if you don't do the healing work. You got to learn the lessons. Or not, up to you. If you're doing the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2023, you will try to seduce them. That is your card, Pisces. You're having some type of seduction, or you feel seductive towards an Aries in 2023. Taurus, it's a risk. They don't want to make a risk, or they feel like you're being too risky. They think you're a there's a Taurus, Pisces that thinks you're a liability. If you're dealing with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2023. Okay, money. Maybe they have money, or maybe they think you have money. They could also be using you for money if you're dealing with a Capricorn. I mean, not a Capricorn, a Gemini. But they could have Capricorn in their chart. If you're dealing with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2023, there's a lot of flirtation here between the two of you. Maybe that could work out a little bit, but remember, you got to deal with some stuff. You got to focus on you, and you got to deal with some stuff, or it's going to be... I would like for you to avoid that, because that's deep. That's intense. Okay, I only got to the Hangman stage, and that was bad enough for me. Okay, I'm going to get my shit together, and I'm going to learn my lesson. But this is somebody who's going to go all the way. But not in a good way. If you're doing a Leo, okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2023. There's a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy there. Okay. If you're dealing with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, excitement. There's an announcement coming, or there's some type of whistleblowing there. There could be a Virgo whistleblowing to you, or you're whistleblowing about a Virgo. But I feel like more so there's a Virgo who's going to whistleblow about you. Also, they could have Gemini in their chart. If you're dealing with a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, resistance. You are being stubborn, or they are being very stubborn. Also, there could be a Taurus involved, or someone has it in their chart. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2023, quarrel. There's a fight there. There was a fight. There was some type of fight or argument with a Scorpio. Also a masculine Cancer. You see the masculine Cancer? That also can be involved. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2023, endurance, okay? This Sagittarius has great endurance. They could also have Scorpio in their chart. They are very strong and they can endure a lot. But that doesn't mean they should, right? And that doesn't mean that they're going to. If you are dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2023, they are getting their wish fulfillment. They are making their money. Either you're with them or you're not. Okay? They're focusing on work. If you're dealing, was that Capricorn? Yeah. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2023. Empathy. You need to show empathy. That is your card, Pisces. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, either you're trying to be an empathetic ear or you need to learn empathy. Okay, regarding an Aquarius. If you're dealing with yourself, this is you, Pisces. Now, you did come out in not so good way in other signs. Again, this could all be playing out about the Saturn transiting in Pisces too. That's why these readings are going to be a little more intense for you. Probably for everybody, but it is in your sign. So, okay. If you're dealing with another Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in 2023, or this in fact is you, bluff. You're lying. You're lying. You're not being honest. That's going to cost you. You got a lot of secrets. You're lying. You're lying about someone's secrets, or you lied about someone's secrets, or you told someone's secrets. I don't feel like you told. No, it's the bluff. You lied about someone's secrets. Oh fuck. In order to get status, that's why. You literally lied about someone's secrets in order to get elevated for status. This is for clout. And that right there could have been what was back here, and that is going to cost. That has a price. Learn this lesson. Learn it. Wow. Okay. Well, they said no guidance. I'm not going to do an extended either. Pisces, please. Don't do this. But hey, whatever. You get what you give, right? You got to learn this lesson at some point. Everybody does. Or not, and they end up alone and broke. So you can't do things for the Pisces I'm reading for. Because remember, it said, this was you. For the Pisces that I'm reading for this particular reading, I don't know who this is because I don't typically get this kind of shit. I don't know who this is, but what I'm saying is, what was I going to say? I forgot. I already forgot. It's, you get what you give. You can't treat people like shit and expect to have or continue to have a beautiful life. That's not how this works. You get what you give. No more, no less. No matter how much good you do for other people or give other people or say you do for other people or put on a show for that, whatever it is, virtue signaling, whatever it is. If you react it with something really bad and negative and hateful and vindictive, then you're wiping out any good that you've done. So, you see what I'm saying? So, I feel like this is the type of person here. I hope that this isn't you. Maybe this is not your reading, Pisces. Maybe you're done with another Pisces that's like this. This is the type of person who knows damn well that they're getting it. Like it's from the universe. From the universe. Not from a person, but from the universe. The universe itself is saying, I'm stepping in right now, or whatever the case may be, and fixing this. We're going to shut the process. Whatever it is. And this is the type of Pisces that would say and still claim that they're the victim when they're not. This might be a Pisces that is not ever going to learn. All right, well, no guidance. Take care of yourself till next time. Bye.